is your boy, Jos Carlos Munoz, a.k.a. Commissioner. We are coming to you live with our podcast. Guess what? It's back. We're here to stay. Okay, so first off, before I get started, I do want to introduce a special co-host, special guest, not permanent, interim guest that we have on the show. You guys know him. You love him. Let's give it up for Roger.
What it do, baby?
Escobedo. Quick question, Roger.
What's going on?
Did you make playoffs this year?
Absolutely not.
That's why you're here. That's why Roger's here. That's why I'm here, because we did not make the playoffs. Shout out to everyone who did make the playoffs.
Good luck.
If you did not make the playoffs, you also suck.
And Jeremy, congratulations.
Yeah, we'll get to Jeremy
We'll
later.
get to you in a little bit.
Give us a little spiel about yourself, Roger. 20 seconds. Go.
Oh, man. My fantasy draft was trash. I was trying to make a comeback season, and I could not complete the comeback. And I ended up in, I think it was 8th place. But it's okay. I now have the stress of the fantasy off my shoulders, and I get to just relax and watch football now. It hurts, but it's still good.
That's good. That's good.
Hurts so good.
You know what? You didn't get last.
Thank God I didn't get last.
And you've been last before, right?
I have been last before.
What did you do last when you were last?
I stood on that corner in the Speedo. And
Where'd you get a Speedo from?
You ordered it.
I did. Extra small.
The first one actually didn't fit.
The first one was...
Very, 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 very small.
I've never worn a Speedo, so I don't know how to judge Speedos. Okay, so you've been last. We're both currently out of playoffs.
Have you ever been last?
I have not been last. No.
It's a good feeling to not be in last.
You know
there was a point in time I was last in the league. I was in last place at one point.
We'd never. Oh yeah. I was in last place for a good. I was in last place for a good 40% of the league.
I was worried for you for a little bit.
Yeah, so was I. So this week, as you see, this is not DeWitt. So we're doing things a little differently. Number one, my cat chewed Roger's headset. So he can't hear. Yes. So he doesn't hear when I do this. He has no idea what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but he's going to see it when we play it back. Number two, he still has a mic. I will be hosting as I always host. DeWitt, if you're out there, you suck. John, if you're out there, you also suck. Just because you're also named DeWitt. Sean, which is DeWitt's cousin, if you happen to watch this, you also suck. Pretty much anyone's last name that starts with a D and ends with a T, you suck.
Anything that goes D and Wit, you suck.
Yeah. What is it, Wit or Whit?
Whit.
Okay.
Whit.
Okay, so let's get into today's podcast. The first thing we're going to talk about is Week 1 playoff matchups.
It's going to be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. Excuse the sounds because DeWitt usually handles this, not me. I'm going to do that one again. Yeah, I don't. DeWitt usually does this, not me. So give us a break.
Do your thing.
So the first match we're going to go over is the number 5 seed against the number 4 seed. My brother versus Ramos. So interesting matchup, 5 and 4. So this, based off seeding, is the closest matchup.
Ramos, you got very lucky at the end. Very lucky.
Yeah, Roger's been talking about the whole time. He's saying he should have been in.
Dude, there was a time at one point in time I was going to make the playoffs. Had I beat Reyna, but Tyreek did his thing.
That was this week.
Yeah, it was this week. And then had Ramos not played you or you put an effort, I would have.
I almost won. I scored like 125.
It's not enough.
It's because Kyler Murray got hurt, and then D-Hop had to lay.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Kyler Murray's ACLs.
Kyler Murray's ACLs are just like poop. They are flushed. Okay, so we're going to give our picks. Give me who you picking on this game, Ramos or my brother,
I'm
Cruz,
going with the no-brows. I'm loving the matchup. I'm loving him. I think he's got...
You say you love him?
I'm loving him for the win.
Okay. You're loving him for the win. And who do you think's going to lead him?
My homie.
Well,
my homie was once my quarterback. We didn't make it to the ship, but it's all good. But I believe that Mahomes is going to put up an outstanding performance against the Texans, not like Dak Prescott did against them.
All right, talk about that.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Give me a point total for Mahomes. Over under for Mahomes. Assuming you're taking the over.
Easily 35.
35 points.
35 from Mahomes.
everyone, give Roger a break. This is his first podcast. He doesn't really know what he's doing. But I'm going to let you stick with that. So you're saying 35
I'm
points
taking 35 points from my homie.
from Patrick Mahomes. Well, you heard it here first. 35 points. I'll tell you right now, if he does get that, he's going to win. But I will tell you my pick, who is not my brother. It is Ramos. I am taking Ramos in this matchup. And
Is he technically the underdog in this matchup?
I believe so. I think my brother's 4. Ramos is 5.
Well, Nooney's projected 123 to Ramos is
projections.
117.
My brother's got 123. Ramos 117. I'm taking Ramos, and you heard it here first. Quote of the day. Heard it here first. I am picking Ramos to win because Brett Maher, the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys, is going to score 20-plus fantasy points.
And he calls me outrageous.
20-plus
He calls
fantasy
me outrageous.
points. 20-plus fantasy points. You heard it here first. Awesome.
Outrageous.
That's what? Maybe 2 50-yarders? 2 50s?
No.
That's 2 50s. That's 10 points. You get him, let's say the Cowboys scored 3 touchdowns. That's 3. That's 13. And yeah, easy money. So you heard it here first. You have Roger taking my brother. I am taking Ramos. Next matchup.
Good luck, Nooney. Don't let me down.
Ramos, good luck. But you still suck. Next matchup, Steve-O. Steve-O had a rough... Steve-O was in second place going into last week, and he
was. He kind of bit the dust.
yeah, if he would have won, he would have had second seed, but he lost, and then DeWitt snuck in the second seed.
Yeah.
Steve-O against last year's runner-up, Joseph Reyna. I'm going to take as many shots as I can to Reyna about that.
Take as many as you can.
Because although Reyna may win this year, he's not going to beat me this year. So I beat him in the ship. It was our first ships. He's currently 0-1. 0-1. Reyna is batting 0% in the ship. I believe Steve-O is 50-50.
You know, the last time there was a runner-up, they made the ship and won. It was Jeremy.
Speaking of Jeremy,
we'll get to you in a minute.
I don't know. We'd have to check the archives and fact check that. But Reyna, I am personally, who did I take in this one? Oh, I took Steve-O.
Yeah, you're taking Steve-O.
I'm taking Steve-O, and I believe Steve-O's going to win because he's going to catch a 30 burger from Joey B. Joey B is going to be dropping a 30 burger for Steve-O, leading him to a first-round victory in the playoffs. Who are you taking, Roger?
I got my money on Reyna. Reyna, do not let me down. You cannot let me down. You beat me this last time. It's okay. It happens. But I'm riding on you only because you beat the potential champ. And I think Jalen Hurts is going to be his top performer.
Jalen Hurts.
You looked at the stats yourself. You go, oh, he put up 14 points. And I was like, the last 15-point performance was...
That was his lowest performance. Was 15.
And that was like week 6.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is a terrorist.
So
I don't like
ride the Jalen Hurts train.
Are you currently riding that train?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently riding that dick?
No.
What about Jalen Hurts' dick?
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
Okay. Next topic. So to wrap up the picks, we have personally I took Ramos and Steve-O. Roger took my brother and Reyna.
No Brows and Reyna. Let's go.
No Brows and Reyna. And on to the next. Share in the comments who you think you're going to win between those picks, and we will tell you you're wrong. Coming up next, let's give a quick cheer for Roger's first segment on the podcast. Didn't do that bad. I'll give him a B minus, 83.
B minus? I'll take that.
Yeah, 83.
100%.
So, next topic. This is a topic that we can only talk about once a year. The reason is because we officially have a last place person. Do you know who the last place person is?
It is none other than the famous
Jeremy
Farr.
Jeremy Farr. You know, I'll give something to Jeremy. Jeremy had twins.
Congratulations.
Congrats on the twins, Jeremy. He's doing a barbecue biz, which
I have not tried, but I heard it's really good.
I've tried it like 6 times. It's pretty damn good.
Where's it at?
He does little pop-ups, so it's at different places all the time. But it's pretty good.
Let me know next
Follow
time.
on Instagram.
I'll come through.
Follow Jeremy Farr on Instagram. FarBQ. That's FarBQ at FarBQ. Follow him. I don't think he has a personal Instagram. I don't know. Follow Jeremy Farr's barbecue.
should
Like
get
and
his own
subscribe. If you use discount code Roger Sucks Balls, you get 15% off online orders. He doesn't do online.
Suckers.
If you do online order, 15% off. If you use Roger Sucks Balls discount code. Yes.
Now, Jeremy Farr being in last place, which I'm very glad it wasn't me, but that last place punishment was really meant for everybody else but him.
Yeah. You know, I created the punishment. And when I create the punishment, I created really for Chima.
Really?
Yeah, Chima and Bustos. Because those are our biggest size differential people.
Very true.
Bustos is, I don't know his actual height, but I'm going to give him 5'5".
I thought it was 5'6".
I'll give him 5'6". That sounds a little better.
5'6".
I'm going to give him 5'6", maybe 150.
Yeah, we talked about weight the other day.
5'6",
Kinda weird, but we
150.
talked
And then you
about
got
weight
Chima, who's pushing 6'3". God damn, Chima's almost a whole
So
foot
you
taller
would
than
have
Bustos.
bought.
You're
a
talking
sp-
about a quadruple X woman's dress or a...
But see, that's
I
my
could
question.
just ask my mom to borrow her dress for Bustos.
They're about the same size.
Yeah.
Would you have done a small dress on Chima and a big dress on Bustos?
No, I feel like this is going to be an outdoor event, 5K. Jeremy's going to be running 5K. So it's got to be classy, tasteful.
True.
It's got to be tasteful of dress, which an example I put in the chat if you scroll up and check it.
I feel they would be respectable men and wear some proper underwear.
Yeah, but then, you run into issues where blah, 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 blah. It'll be a respectable, tasteful dress, but it will for sure be a dress with possibly flowers or Elsa from Frozen on it.
But here's the problem. Neither of them got last place.
It's the problem. Our
No.
freaking best-looking owner got last place.
Yeah, that. I think we can vote on that.
Yeah,
and
for the
say who
record,
wins.
we are all out of shape. There's not one person on here who has an ideal body structure.
Like full. No, nobody has.
We're not.
the
No one's
strength
in
to-
high school anymore. In high
Grant-
school, I would
Grant-
have gladly done this punishment. 'Cause I looked good. I
Wait,
looked-
when?
in high school, I looked good all years in high school. Don't blame me.
I think freshman year is your best year.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
When did you become? When did you get big?
I got big my freshman year.
You ain't getting big.
You
your
talking about
freshman
fat big? Or talking about
year. I was
muscle
talking
big?
about fat big.
Bro, the max I got was 230, and I still look stacked. This is
Anyways,
Roger's first
anyways,
podcast.
anyways.
Don't
I
disregard.
think your memory is a lot different than mine.
No way. Okay.
But anyways, going back to the
so
topic at
Jeremy
hand.
Farr got last place. Let's give him a I don't know what to give Jeremy because he sucks. He's currently the loser of the league.
Well, we can congratulate him for.
Let's give him a
making
kiss. Yeah, it's a kiss sound. So Jeremy, you suck. You are officially last place. I would say it's because you got kids, but I believe DeWitt won a championship the year he had a kid.
Yeah, that's why he has a
Trade time champ.
Trade time champ. Yeah.
So I mean, I know you had twins, but you can't use that excuse. Like, DeWitt had a kid. Steve-O has kids. Who else has kids?
and he went on like about a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. No,
Like,
the problem is he takes Packers, and the Packers suck. This is the first year
The
have
Packers
sucked.
legitimately suck.
Yeah, and the other problem is you didn't take Devontae Adams. We were waiting for you to do that, and you did it.
But Devontae Adams ain't. He's picking it up now, but he wasn't
Yeah.
doing that great in the beginning.
Yeah, but Jeremy, you suck. We're gonna just. Oh shit, my hair.
Congratulations to being last place.
You know what? So this quick segment, real quick. We got off rambling. Quick segment. Let's give a quick color of dress that you think Jeremy looks the best in,
The best in.
or that you want to see him run a 5K in. Because Jeremy's going to be. Imagine someone running a 5K. You know, they got their Nike shorts on. they
I'm
got
thinking, like Barstool funny video.
Yeah, that's what we want to think.
I'm
We're trying to
thinking-
be on Barstool.
White with like the little flower petals, a little bit of pink.
Flower petals. I
So
like flower.
it's above the knee,
Okay.
and it's like thin strap, little thin strap right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. You got to give him straps because he's not going to be used to wearing a dress.
Yeah.
So you have to give him the support. Okay.
So that's what.
So
I
you're
would
talking
do.
about a white, slightly above the knees with pink flowers.
pink flowers.
You know what? Because it's Christmas time, and although he probably won't be doing this run in the Christmas time because it's going to be cold, we just looked at a picture of Jeremy. Don't ask where I got the picture. But Jeremy, I believe, has green eyes.
Is it in your saved photos?
No comment. Off the record. Jeremy has green eyes, and I would like to see Jeremy in a mud brown dress.
Oh, you're going ugly dress.
Yeah. I want to see. I want to see if Jeremy
You
still
said
has it.
you said best looking.
No, I said what I most want to see him in.
Mud
I want to
brown.
see if Jeremy's got the swag still.
Can he pull it off?
Can he pull off a mud brown?
This wouldn't even be a punishment if he pulls it off.
If he pulls it off, I just want to know. I need 10% of everything Vogue gives you because you're gonna get signed by Vogue. And I need 10% because this is my idea. So, Jeremy, you suck. Good luck on your punishment. Details will follow. And next, we're gonna follow a segment. Me and Roger are going to say our worst picks, our regret picks, not our worst picks. So we're gonna go back to the draft.
As soon as you said it, like they're already talking about what my pick was. But I'll let you go first.
So So I have a 3 RB strat. I always go 3 RBs out the gate, and I did that this year. I went Austin Eckler, who was available in the 5th pick. We'll get to that later. Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, which started off good.
He did
Yeah,
pretty well.
he sucked at the end, but the Tampa Bay offense sucked. And then I went Zeke. I wasn't focusing on the prize. I wasn't thinking as a defending champ.
And the fact that you passed up on Tyreek Hill.
The man I should have taken is your current receiver 1, Tyreek Hill.
Week 2, he would have lit it up for you against Baltimore.
Tyreek Hill.
He put up 46 points?
He's put up a lot of points.
He has. He's the number 1 receiver.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but he led you to your first chip.
Tyreek me to the championship.
Tyreek me to the
Tyreek
championship.
me to the
So my biggest regret is taking.
Oh, correction. 2nd championship. I still hold the first one.
No comment. So my biggest regret, long story short, is taking Zeke or Fournette, either one, instead of taking Tyreek Hill. I should have taken Tyreek Hill over both of them.
And my biggest regret is obviously Najee Harris, which I end up trying to trade you.
You idiot!
In the season, I tried making that trade. It let me down, Najee. He was supposed to be the offense, but the whole offense sucked.
He was the offense, and the
And,
offense
yeah.
sucked. And I personally benefited from that because after.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll tell you right now, I had already in my head, you were taking Eckler. So I had in my head, I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
But then I changed it up.
You threw me for a loop and took Najee Harris. And I said, well, my whole strat was done. Because the reason I was going to take Fournette and Zeke is because I thought I was going to go Cooper Kupp.
Well, there's a sneaky snake part to this story. So I was sitting next to Ramos, and he was already like, "Hey, who are you taking?" And I told him, "I'm gonna take Najee." He didn't stop me. He was like, "Okay." He looked
Ramos,
at me with
you
full commitment.
son of a
and he's like,
bitch.
"Oh yeah, good pick, man. Good pick." So he sabotaged me. He could have been like, "Roger, what are you
Damn it,
thinking?"
Ramos. Shame on you, Ramos.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. And now, who did we pick? Did I pick Ramos? I did take Ramos.
You took Ramos.
I hope you lose now. I'm still picking you, but I hope you lose because of that. How dare you do that to a friend? Let him take
I thought I'm
Najee
like, he
Harris.
could have stopped me from making the dumbest decision of my life.
Unless he saw the future and knew it was going to come down to you, him, and Reina in the end.
You know what's funny? I don't think he knew the future was going to be that he was going to drop that many games. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. Okay. So regret picks. I'm
Najee Harris.
missing out on Tyreek Hill. Roger regrets taking Najee Harris over anyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huge stretch.
so now we're going to. What's
we doing
this?
that one?
We're just gonna give a quick
yeah.
rundown of
We're going to do the obviously the regret pick.
the falls.
Your 0-4 start. How was that stretch going for you, man? Like, were you contemplating already putting on the dress? Like, were you trying it on?
I was contemplating putting the dress on. I don't mind getting last. We've been in this league 11 years. You're gonna get last. It's gonna happen.
The
in
people
9
who think they're gonna
years-
get last don't get it.
In 9 years, it's gonna be 20 years, and I'm pretty sure everyone would have gotten last at that point. The problem is I couldn't go from first to worst. I don't mind getting last. I don't mind running a 5K in a dress. I just couldn't go first to worst.
You would have looked good running in the dress.
Yeah, but to go from
It would have
first,
been hilarious.
I feel like my championship would have had an asterisk next to it because I went last. Now,
mean,
granted,
that
I got
doesn't count.
11th.
That doesn't count because I won a championship and then went last like 2 years later.
Yeah, but the next year, it's a fluke. So I did
was a
start off
fluke?
bad. I was enjoying the podcast, but it was not beneficial for my health, physical. Well, I guess it would have helped me physical because I would have ran a 5K.
I know you would have probably died halfway through.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, you almost had a heart attack when I ate your Starburst at
Yeah.
the basketball game.
I was just kidding about that. But
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so
You sold it pretty well.
don't start off 0-4. It's not a good strat, even though it worked for me last year. It's not a good strat. I would highly not recommend it. Don't do it. Next,
right here, the first place Bustos.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
At
about
one point.
point score. Sorry to cut you off. We're gonna talk about points scored against and points scored for.
Bustos had an odd stat.
Right. Bustos had the least amount of points scored against him, and he was the fifth highest point scorer. So Bustos actually had the second highest, second
yeah,
lowest.
Because you had the first.
No, Bustos had the second. Chima had the lowest points scored against him all year, and Bustos had the second lowest points.
So there's a lot of games where technically, on paper, it looks like he should have lost.
Yeah, there's a lot of games where Bustos wins like 108 to like 95.
Yeah.
112 to 104. Like week I played Jeremy, I beat Jeremy 171 to 167. That's not fair. Jeremy should have lost that game.
Yeah.
But we'll bring that up next year because there's a possibility to play best ball. There's a possibility to play against the median. Those are things we'll bring up next year. But
I mean, look at last year. I put up the most points and
blah,
still
blah,
lost.
blah, blah. You say it all the time.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hater.
Yeah, so strength of schedule matters. Bustos, you're having a good year, but
Good luck to you.
good luck to you. Next, we're moving
Now,
on. Let's
we're going to talk about the fall.
talk
of
about some guys who
Ramos
started at the top
and made their way down.
and are making their way
The
down.
fall of Ramos and John.
Ramos and John. Let's start with Ramos.
Ramos was right in the top for a good minute.
He was.
He was sitting pretty up
And
there.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the draft predictor had him going 14-0.
Yes, it did.
The draft predictor had you going 14-0, and you ended up 8-6.
Strong draft, went great, and then just had that stretch of just bad games.
It all
if it wasn't
started-
for you, he
it-
would have missed the playoffs.
Yeah. It all started two things. Number one, when you talked shit and said that our podcast should be the Owen podcast because although that was funny, I'll give you that. Because we were both 0-3 at the time.
Yeah.
That's where it started. Number two, it continued when you traded me DeAndre Hopkins for Kareem Hunt. I
Yeah.
don't know why you did that, but I'm
mean,
glad you did.
it's okay.
So, thanks, appreciate it. You know, and then also, Ramos had a kid this year.
He did, but it was before the draft.
Yeah, but he's still going through the kid struggles. So what I'm saying is, again, Jeremy, you can't use your.
Which means DeWitt, you built different because you had 2 kids and won a championship.
And he's currently second seed.
And he's currently second
You know what? I don't normally do this, but let's give DeWitt just a quick cheer. He still
Okay, that's
sucks.
enough.
Though.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
that's
That's
enough. He still sucks.
I'm giving too much credit. His head's going to get
Let's
split.
give him a gunshot.
Easy.
Yeah, it's leg shot, so he's good.
Yeah. But I saw Ramos' downfall, and I'm like, damn, he's really struggling. And
He's
then,
struggling.
like he said, life hits you fast.
Life-
You end up in first place, and then you're down to 6th,
And you're fighting for a spot.
fighting for your playoff life.
I got you this week though. So
John?
John.
Oh, John.
Poor John. You know what? John is DeWitt's brother, John DeWitt. John was, I think, 4 or 5 weeks ago, was number 1.
Yes.
And then he gets locked. And even last night I was talking to him saying, someone's not going to make it. There's 4, 8, and 6s, only 3 spots. And John was like, it's going to be me. It's going to be me, blah, 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 blah. And you know what it was? John, this is John's issue. He went the 0 RB strat. He went,
What?
Oliver,
Oliver.
stop it.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
He went 0 RB strat. He went Diggs, Jettas, great picks.
I would have gone the same route with that.
I don't blame him for those picks.
Because
Yeah.
he was pretty far down there in the picks.
Yeah, I think he was like 11. He was bottom 3 for sure, pick wise. Then he went Michael Pittman again. Preseason rankings, I don't blame him for that at all.
Mhm.
And then he didn't know what. And then he went Justin Herbert. So he literally didn't have a running back in the first 5 picks. I think he went into the season with like Melvin Gordon as his starting running back.
Yeah.
Like you got to go
But
RB.
he made his way to the first pick or to first place. But the issue was, and this was later told to us, you didn't accept the trade with your brother, which
Yes.
it was Pat's defense and was it Kyler Murray?
DeWitt
No,
sends a lot of shit trades.
he does.
It
It wasn't as bad as DJ's trades, but
DJ sends shit trades too. It was, long story short, John was offered multiple trades by DeWitt, and I believe the best trade he got was Pat's D, which was a top 3 defense, plus James Conner, which granted James Conner was
James
just coming back from
Conner.
injury, and somebody else, I don't remember who, for Diggs and Michael Carter.
And going to the last week matchup, had he accepted that trade and taken the Pats defense, he beat his brother.
And then the caveat is that DeWitt used those two players to beat him.
Oh, how the turntables.
Oh, how the tables have turned, but it follows back to what I said at the beginning, that John sucks, DeWitt sucks, everyone sucks except myself and Roger.
Even though we're not in the playoffs.
So we're going to skip, I can see we're pushing the 25-minute. So let's skip to the next segment of giving our picks
For the champs.
for the next 2022 The Dirty Dozen 2. Granted, this is the Dirty Dozen 2. We're not The Dirty Dozen 1. The Dirty Dozen 2 champ.
You want me to go first or you go first?
Granted, let me just give a little backstory. You're looking at champs right here.
Former champs.
Former champ,
Two-time
current champ. You're not two-time champ. You're looking at champs. I'm the current champ. If you ask a question, who's champ right now? I'm raising my hand because I'm currently champ for 3 more weeks. Roger has been a champ. It's been a minute since he's been a champ. I believe it was Tyreek Hill's rookie year. You won that.
Yes, it was. I got him off waivers.
Nonetheless, Roger's the champ. I'm a champ. So this is coming high praise. So let's give. You want to go first or me?
You go first because my guy's a dark horse.
So my pick this year, although this man has made the playoffs, I don't think he's ever been close to last. But he's never really been a threat to win the championship.
I don't think he's made it past. He's never gotten. I don't think he's gotten first round bye, but he's never made it past. The first
So
round.
last year, I actually beat Bustos in the first round.
My point
So he made it to the playoffs last year, and I was the 5th seed, so he had to have been the 4th seed.
Mhm.
So I just gave away my pick.
Oh,
Damn
that.
it!
Awkward.
So my pick this year is Bustos, Jonathan Bustos. And the reason why is if you look at this man's lineup, although he has the least amount of points scored against him, he has the number one, what do we say? Linebacker. He's got like 3 number 1 players. And let me tell you something.
His 3 running backs.
He has 3 top 12 running backs. Tony Pollard, Joe Mixon, who missed a few games, and Josh Jacobs, who's the number 1 running back. So
X Factor, the kicker,
Brett Maher
is tied for second.
So Bustos is following the plan of if it's not broken, don't fix it. Number 1, I was led to a ship last year by 2 people. Tony Pollard, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those 2 men, if you don't believe me, you can ask Raina. But if you don't believe me, those 2 men led me to a championship last year and are the reason that I am the current champ. Bustos has both of those people on his team this year, and he's my pick. He's my pick. I know it's an easy pick because he's technically number 1 seed, but that's my pick.
He
Bustos
went from
winning
being,
the ship.
He went from being your pick in a dress to being your pick to champ. That's a great way to go.
Congratulations, Bustos. I look forward to Venmoing you that $750 cash 3 weeks from now.
I want to win again, man. It's been a while.
It's $750 now.
I know.
It used to only be $650, but because now I have a trophy, we don't pay that.
Exactly.
Okay, let's wrap it up, Roger. You a
My pick is a dark horse.
Ooh, doggy. Let's
Miss-
give something for this. So normally DeWitt controls this, so I don't know the controls, but let's give a gunshot.
My boy, no brows, Noonie. You are my pick to win the whole ship.
Who am I?
You look like Noonie. To no eyebrow having ass.
So let me clarify. You were saying that my brother, who, in case you didn't know, is a third. He's actually a third. He's Cruz Bertha Munoz the third. You're saying he's going to go from worst
To first.
to first?
Yes.
Oh my. That is a dark horse. To go from worst to first.
He's got a solid roster.
He's a 4th seed.
He lost his past week. It's fine, but he's gonna make a huge comeback in the playoffs.
He's got
gonna
Chase coming back.
He's gonna make a strong push.
And Joe Burrow's that playoff man.
Joe Money Burrow is that dude.
I mean, he doesn't have Joe Burrow, but he has Chase, which Joe Burrow is
Yes,
nothing
he
without Chase.
Benefits him very well.
Yikes.
So I'm taking the dark horse with Noonie.
So to clarify, you're predicting a back-to-back Munoz champs.
Very much so.
All right.
So and even in the end, you still win.
No, I don't win at all, actually.
It's your brother. You thought you'd be happy
It's
for
not
him.
me.
I
He
thought
can
you'd be
suck
happy
off.
for
He
your
can
brother.
fuck off.
So selfish.
Yeah, so those are our picks for the week. I mean, for the year. Chance for the year. We gave our picks for the week. We gave our chance for the year. Man, my brother's got to go through 3 weeks. He's got to play this week. He's got to.
You can do it.
He can. It's
can do
doable.
it.
Good
Did,
lord.
did you have a bye week?
No, I was a 5th seed.
There you go.
I
was-
played Bustos, then I
was a
beat
6th
Jeremy.
seed.
Damn.
It can happen.
It
Noonie,
can
I believe in
happen.
you.
Those are our
I
picks.
believe in Noonie.
Those are our picks for the week. We're pushing 30 minutes, so we're going to wrap it up here. Any last words?
Do it. You suck.
Always.
Noonie, get it rolling.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Love it. I'm going to leave us with 2 things. Number 1, like Bob Barker always says, get your pets spayed and neutered to control the pet population. Number 2, I'm still the champ for 3 more weeks. So we're out of
Crown
here.
that man.
We're out of here, guys. Leave us some comments. Like the video on YouTube. Let us know how Roger did.
Like, subscribe, comment, and give us the whole shebang.
Yeah, biggest thing is let us know how Roger did. Do you think he sucked? Do you think he did good? Would you like to see him again? Would you like to be in
I
Roger's
don't know if you
seat
got
next
warrants.
week?
I'm gonna know if you have warrants.
He will pull that. We're outies. I'm gonna play this
Deuces.
song. I'm just showing him. I'm telling him what I'm gonna play, and then I'm gonna do it.
You're editing this part out, I guess.
No, we don't edit.
No, man.
No, this quirkiness of just messing up is part of the show.
I figured.
So, all right. So I'm gonna hit this button, and then we'll do a little dance, and then I'm gonna turn it off.
Let's rock and roll.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. We'll see y'all next week. Coming to you live next week. We are outies.
We out like a fat chicken dodgeball.